Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We are Millennial Mom. If you don't know who is who, I'm Millennial. This is Mom.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Mom, or Kay from Millennial Mom, and I'm trying to adjust my light. Sorry you guys. And my hair, everything else. All right. Thank you for joining. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're going to talk about Married at First Sight, Season 18, Chicago today, episode 9. It's called You Into Some Crazy Stuff. But honestly, was it really crazy stuff, or is it stuff that people are just into regardless, right? So anyways, thank you for joining if you're able to. And hello to everyone that's on the replay. What do y'all think about this episode? I think it gave maybe just a little bit more than it gave the last couple of weeks, but the mid-season that's coming up after the holidays, that's when it's going to get juicy. And unfortunately, we couldn't start with the juicy bits. We had to settle for what we have right now. And let me just say that the usual suspects are giving exactly what they give, which is nothing. And to me, that would be Michelle. That would give Madison. That is giving Juan is moving closer up to the top of the list. And Mr. Sketchy. Okay, because listen, we keep going around the same merry-go-round with these four. Really, like I said, Juan has just come up out the blue, though. I mean, Juan really is showing his behind in a whole different way. But that's just me. We'll get into it. Again, everyone in the replay and on the live, don't forget to hit that like button. I really appreciate that. And tell a friend to tell a friend about Millennial Mom doing the 90 day and the Married at First Sight review. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link already. So if you want to join the panel, you most definitely can. It's going to be in the chat box. You just follow the link, do what it says on your device, and I will have to see that you are a real person backstage if you haven't joined the panel before, and then we'll go from there. So anyways, hello to Devante. Hello there. What's up, everyone? Let the venting begin. Yes. Hello, Cynthia. Hello. And hello, Marcus. Is it Marcus or Marquise? I never know how to pronounce your name. So, all right. Link is dropped if you want to join. So on this episode, we see Dr. Pia, and okay, cool. The experts have joined, right? They were here, last week? And Dr. Pia is here today. Where's Dr. Pepper? Isn't she I thought she was the intimate one, the intimate expert. Where's she been? Or is she out doing whatever she's doing on another? Don't get me started. All right, here we go. Are you ready, sir, backstage? Okay, here we go. We're just going to go ahead and pop you up. How you doing?
Good. How y'all doing?
I'm all right. So, yes, let the venting begin. Have you seen some changes in individuals, or do you think they're all doing the same thing? Because I think Juan has really moved his chess piece closer to the top of the list, right behind Michelle. Sketchy.
Yeah, I don't think nobody really changed. I think everybody where they been. I feel like I'm starting to really notice like everybody, like every year we got the fake perfect couple, which is Ikechi and them. Then we got the toxic, don't make the toxic couple, the person they just trying to convince to stay,
Right.
Michelle. Why? Then we got the people that's gonna reset. We got the resetters. That's gonna be Allen and them. Let's reset, and then we got the people that clearly just don't like each other. Why are we here? Juan and them. It's like the same concept.
Same concept. But hopefully everyone also got a chance to see that Married at First Sight won't be back on until after Christmas and New Year's. So it won't be back on until the 7th of January.
Oh, that's correct.
So yeah, that's when it'll be back. And you know what? I'm gonna start with Madison and Allen. And let me just say, Allen, thank you so much. Since that was supposedly really you in the chat last week. But the gems that I thought you was gonna be dropping, I didn't see it. I didn't see no gems that you dropped. I'm trying to get this one off of you up here. Remove that one.
My
Okay.
bad. I don't know why I had pressed done for some. I don't know what I was thinking.
That's okay. So we're going to actually start with Madison and Allen. So remember last week in the comments is like, oh, next week you'll see the reason why. And I'm like, when I heard the reason why, I'm like, I want a good reason why, not like it was kind of like a revenge thing. Like I did it because you
Really
did
wasn't
it.
expecting
Kind
it
of.
to be a retaliation. I was kind of shocked about that.
Right. So we picked back up with that couple, and Madison's still upset that he didn't make it to the flag football game. Allen explains there was a miscommunication while they were hanging out for his birthday party. And I just don't understand why, since it was a surprise birthday party, why she would be upset that he got tore up for his birthday party. You still can't make me understand that, right? So anyway, so apparently during the birthday party, and they showed like little behind the scenes that they went out to different bars. And so when it came down to going home, he looked around the room for her, the bar for her, and then she was nowhere to be found. And it was told that, she went home. So he was like, cool, she went home, I went home. And then she was like, well, I went to the bathroom. If you went to the bathroom, why would your friend say you went home and not the bathroom? Make that make sense.
Why didn't either one of y'all call each other? Where you at?
Exactly.
If I
Like
lose my wife in a bar somewhere, I'm like, baby, where you at? Oh, I'm over here by the slot machine or by the pinball machine. Oh, okay. I ain't about to just be
which
like, oh, I don't see my wife. I'm leaving. Like,
right, which who does that, right? A stranger. Which also makes make it seem like when they got home individually, clearly, neither one of them was at home until like way, way later. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So that didn't make sense to me either. Again, like you said, he said it was a retaliation thing as to why he didn't come to the flag football. I was just like, it didn't have to be all that. You could have just said you was resting, you was hungover, and that's just is what it is. I mean, you go have fun with everybody else. I'll make the next one. I don't know what the big deal was with that. So anyways, off camera, they seem to smooth things over. They seem like they were much more, I don't want to say hugged up, but much more friendly. Because they're not in a hugged up situation. It's definitely friend zone from Madison's side to me, right? So, anyways, do you think that Madison is just going with the flow?
I don't really think she's locked into being a wife yet. I feel like I'm not understanding your logic here. Again,
Right.
another person that they came on this show got a husband, literally signed up with a show, got a husband. They came back to the real world living like you single. Ma'am, you
Exactly.
just got married and came off your honeymoon. Your first and your friends don't get first dibs. They are no longer first. You are married. Your husband come first and vice versa. You should have been coming home checking,
Exactly.
make sure y'all figure y'all stuff out. Now, if you and your friends want to meet, it's not wrong with y'all want to get lunch, but I'm not staying out all night with y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Look, we getting back from the honeymoon. I'm gonna talk to y'all on FaceTime or something when he leave. We gonna catch up and then we can go out to eat maybe next week. Let us live together for a week, get our stuff together. Then we can link up.
Yeah,
Why is it a need?
I
Why
agree.
is you more focusing on people pleasing your friends than your husband?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't know him like you know them, but you signed up for this stupid process that got a low success rate. You signed up for it. So I mean, at least
Right.
you still married. Does that negate the
True.
fact that you married? So I don't feel I
True.
feel like she not trying like she could. I feel like she just it's like she came back with a dog. Like, hey, I got a dog. I'm gonna still do what I do.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's move to when Dr. Pia came to visit, and she's
Hmm.
asking, what Madison, what do you need from Alan? She's like, oh, I want to be complimented. And so Alan's like, I do compliment you. I tell you, you look nice. She's like, that's something you would tell your grandma. I mean, since when does, oh, you look nice refers you to like something you say to your grandmother.
You
I
could
think
say that. I
Madison
say
wants to
that
be
to
like,
my
"Ooh,"
wife. You look nice today. Okay, then. Like, what you want them to say? Oh, you
right,
sexy. You the breath of fresh air. Like, what you want them to say? Like, you didn't basically,
exactly
you
that. Like,
already
"Oh, you
told them
hot."
you date cute
Yeah.
guys and you ugly.
Okay. Exactly. Exactly. But she does. She wants that, like, "Oh, you look hot today," or "Ooh, that dress is like, looking good on you, girl." You want him to tell you things that maybe you hear off of, I don't know, Instagram posts that you post, because she gives me, she's on social media posting pictures, maybe bikini pics, maybe in the gym pics or whatever. So maybe she's used to those type of comments and like DMs or something like that, or maybe somebody just wants some little random piece of ass on the side or something. But
Right.
"you look nice" is a compliment. I don't know what world she's coming from,
All right. You sound a
so
little, your ego a little too, you a little too up here with it. Like, I said, you look nice. I don't know you enough to come at you like, to say something out of pocket because I'm still
right.
scared. We're still in limbo. I don't know. I don't want to say nothing too raunchy or too crazy till it turn you off. So I'm trying to be respectful.
Hmm.
I'm gonna just keep it like, hey, you look nice. Or I mean, I
Yeah,
feel like if he do go a little crazy, he might be like, okay, that looks sexy on you, and leave it at that. And that might be, and to most people doing this process might be pushing it, just saying you look sexy, like,
right,
like, what do you want
right.
me to say?
Exactly. So Dr. Pig gives them a game, to try to build
Hmm.
up intimacy or whatever. And it's Twister. I think this is the first time that I recognize they play Twister instead of that tantric yoga. I'm like, thank you for doing something different. Because I'm tired of that tantric yoga thing.
Right.
Because they're not there yet with that, right?
They ain't even close. They
So
not even kissing. We shouldn't be Don't be straddling me.
exactly. Um Cynthia, you say Madison's so conceited and want men to drool over her. Exactly, exactly. And so, it comes with the little sexy questions or whatever. And one of the questions was your favorite position. And I don't think he answered it, but she didn't answer. Right. So I don't know. To me, is it the question just for one person or is it for both to answer? I'm not really sure
I
how it
feel
works
like they
out.
played
But
the game wrong. The
anyways,
game was for y'all to be closer, but
right.
y'all was close, but y'all was distant. This Twister, we supposed to twist under each other. Twister ain't supposed to be side by side. Twister is supposed to, like,
Exactly.
Allen, come on,
Exactly.
man. This is supposed to be getting you closer to the romantic side, dude. Like, you could have
But
took the
but
red
Alan
under her
already knows.
leg. Like,
Yeah, but Alan already knows he's walking on eggshells. So I don't blame Alan for this because remember, she was just upset a little while ago for him, being hung over on his birthday. But anyway, so they played the game. I mean, I think Alan is a like I said, I think he's here genuinely. He's going to participate anyways. It's that Madison who
yeah.
needs to figure out, do I want to take the risk or not? Because she also made a point where she said that she's been single much longer than he's been single. And so she thinks that's playing a part in it. I think that is playing a part in it, but also I think she feels that Alan is not in her league and views him as like maybe the nerdy type guy. So she may not want to get past that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I get from it.
Just so
Hello,
she
Ramel.
basically just like Michelle, because it's not making no sense why. Like, y'all already had this guy that y'all like and seen yourself with in y'all head. So then why would y'all let
Right.
these experts pick out what they think that might be similar to the guy, but not exactly? And I feel like, again, I'm gonna say this probably every live we do. If looks really matter, you need to stress that looks really matter. Quit lying and saying, well, they don't really matter when you know deep down in your head, if you're not attracted to them, it's not gonna go nowhere. So why waste their time? Tell them lie. I'm not gonna lie. If you do pick
Right.
me, I need my girl to be fine. I need my man. I need to be looking at my man like, yeah.
Right.
And
Right.
if y'all can't
Well,
find that for
fine
me,
doesn't,
hey, I can't do it.
yeah. But again, we know fine doesn't equal personality. You could be fine on the outside,
Yeah,
but
but hey, they superficial. Just at least get them what they ask
that's
for.
true.
Get them what they
That's
ask
true.
for. So then she can't complain,
That's
Dr. Pepper. I'm like, I got you, fine, Johnny. Now, I didn't tell you he was gonna have a job.
exactly. I
Right.
didn't say he had a job. Exactly. Romel says, right, Vontae, she needs to be honest and not care about looks and stand in that. Exactly. All right. Let's move to, I'm going to roll us along. I'm not going to be here that long. Keep y'all that
Right.
long. Let's move to Camille and Thomas. So it looks like they had a breakthrough this episode in more
And he
ways than
broke
one.
through.
Literally, right? But here's the thing, though. I think there was always some sort of sexual chemistry. It just needed to be like a little tweak, a little push, a little nudge that Thomas needed to do for Camille, because Camille kept bringing up this swag. I'm so sick of her in this swag, right? Where's your swag? Okay,
Right. You
where
ain't
is
been
your swag,
putting
Camille?
nothing. You
But
ain't been putting on no outfits. You been putting on stuff that come together. You got stuff that match. You ain't really did no catchy stuff, but you ain't wore nothing that's just like, oh, okay, I see what she did with that purse. Nobody could have put that. You ain't put no fit. None of them putting together nothing. I think the best dressing one is probably Madison. Everybody else wearing jumpsuit.
Romel says, right, basic stuff. Romel says, Camille be annoying me because now that he hit you all at what you all into him, now she ain't saying nothing about the swag. Yes, she did when they got to the jewelry store. She did. And Cynthia, you said I was happy for Camille and Swaggy T. Oh, he's Swaggy T. Swaggy T. That's his new nickname. But when she went to go, because he's still a little sore from the flag football, when she went to go stretch him out, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, is she a massage therapist? I think she's in journalism. I think she does something with like the news stuff like that.
Right.
I said, I said, oh, she was like, oh, lay down right here. Let me stretch you out. I think she was feeling that the testosterone from the flag
Mhm.
football was in the air with her. Because she
Right.
really came around with all that. He's like, oh, I'm real tight, stuff like that,
Like,
right?
yeah, you've been
But
paying
if she
attention to
was paying
how
attention,
not black he was. Now you seeing the muscles. Like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we've been trying to tell you,
right. I'm about
fool.
to say if she was exactly. I was just about to say if she was really paying attention, she would have saw what she saw the first time, right? But she's into
Mm-hmm.
what she called loudmouth R&B, whatever. So then they went. Did they go to the jewelry store after that, and then the massage, or was it vice versa? Either
No,
way,
the massage
the
happened
jewelry store
first.
when he put on the necklace. Okay, so she came home to nice rose petals and champagne. It was her turn for massage. Now she's like, okay. Well, we can see what this is all about. Girl, he's been trying to tell you. You the one been blocking your blessings. You the
Her
one,
being
right?
sexy be a little off. Like you just be that. Well, I just gave you a massage. You like, I guess we could just see what it's about. Like that. It's our first time
She a
looking
little
sexy. Like you a little
right.
boring. You just be saying stuff. The lingerie may make an appearance. If it ain't gonna make, why are you telling me that? For what?
She's a
Like,
little rough
no.
around the edges, for real. She a
Extremely.
little rough around tomboyish around the edges, for real. So they did what they did, and I guess hey, it was a good time or whatever. And next thing you know, they was at the jewelry store because he's like, oh yeah, I need to get some earrings. I was gonna borrow yours. I was like, I didn't see no earrings before, so maybe he just let his holes go or whatever. So she took him to the jewelry spot. I wonder if it was a jewelry spot in the cut. Because I'm like, where you at? Where you at, Camille? You know what I'm saying? But since she like a particular type of guy, right?
She
And
wants some
so,
guy
I
with
mean,
a
he was
wear
styling.
enhancement. He looked good before not with the big chain. I said, he 40 years old. Put the chain down. You ain't no rapper. Thomas, 40, what that big old put that down. Put that down. Leave that for the young people, please. So he looked good in that chain. No, he don't. No, no. That's not Thomas. Some earrings, that's cool for somebody his
Now,
age. You don't.
the bling is not Thomas. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe the little thin
The
necklace, but the
size of the
big
necklace wasn't Thomas.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, she wanted him to try on something that the guys that she's used to would wear. So You know, I don't put it past her with her. If she could have bought it, I'm sure she would have. But he got some earrings, so I guess it's cool, whatever. Now later, when Dr. Pia came over, you know, she gave them, yes, girl, we consummated our marriage, girl. I'm like, I mean, you're married, right? You both grown. What's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? At this point, right? Exactly. I think she knows that she was holding back, and you know, I think she knows that based off of her, Camille's maturity. I think because, you know, as seasons have gone by, they always put the couple that's the front runner as like the one to watch with expectations. I think they kind of know there's an expectation on their relationship because they can see the other people's relationships falling apart. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you feel the same way about that like I do, but that's what I get from that. I don't think they really got too much insight from Dr. Pia except for just to, you know, keep doing what you do and keep building upon your relationship and just see where it goes. That's all I got from it, really. All right. So any other thing about them?
Oh no, I feel like they got over the hump. Now I feel like she's starting to see the light because she's just delusional. I'm like,
Yeah.
you like these dudes that wear ma'am, you about to be 40 something. What? Like, I ain't saying he can't wear a little jewelry here and now and then, but are you looking for a rapper? What are you looking for? Like, this is how
A
grown people
rapper
his
for sure.
age are dressing. I ain't seen no 40-year-old man that don't dress similar to Thomas. Like, what is they like? First of all, you ain't got no drip
Right.
for real. So don't be requiring drip when you not drippy. You
Right. When
wearing
you're
your
not
little
dripping, don't
two-piece
drip. But remember,
Fashion
she's
Nova.
32.
She 32.
Remember,
Damn, you
they're 10 years
30 now. You 30 years old. Grow up. You 30 still looking for somebody with a big old Buster Rhymes chain? Man, no, that's not what 30 look
Yeah,
like. Get off of Instagram and come down to reality, please. Shut the Instagram off.
exactly.
Because she must have been
Right.
dating
And
scammers and
I
all that. That's
agree,
probably what she been dating.
Romel. We're about to roll into him right
Huh?
now. All right. So Carlin and Juan. No, I was say
Hmm.
we're gonna roll into the next comment. Carlin and Juan.
Okay.
Romel, correct. They are the most boring couple. The most. And here's the thing. Juan, is he reading the room at all, or is this Juan just really on here to promote his apps? Because the only time I saw him interested, kind of, sort of, in Carla was when they were at the honeymoon. And it was after the I forgot about you, but they still went to the massages. You know, he was gawking her, but maybe she has the body type that he likes and things like that. But as far as her, he don't like her like that, right? So when we start off with this couple, he's talking about, oh yeah, I'm taking a 30-mile bike ride and telling us how active he is. And then 2 hours later, he's back at the apartment and he's talking smack because Carla's just now getting up. I'm like, well, first of all, that's what you like to do, a 30-mile bike ride. That's a long way. 2, why can't she sleep in one day from working?
Yeah,
Right?
he ain't.
Why can't she sleep
I
in
didn't
one day?
understand.
Why
I didn't
not?
understand why he was mad about her sleeping in on a Saturday. Because wasn't that a Saturday? I'm like, people
Right.
sleep in on the
Hey,
weekends
Kayla.
usually.
Right. He is close. Exactly. And you know, it's just the fact that he was talking like as if she was like didn't do nothing, lazy. He's out doing all this by like the army. We do everything by 5 a.m. and she's still in the bed. I mean, that's what you want to do.
Right.
I'm trying to relax. You know what I'm saying? And she don't even did she even really hear him say the things he was saying? Because she was just like giving like the peace sign in the background, like, hey, it's me. He's on confessional cam. I'm like, girl, he talking all kind of mess about you. You know, but anyways, so when they get to talking, and that's all they do is talk, right? And Carla well, I don't know if she knows, but she definitely has a vibe of he's not listening to me. And Carla, I'm here to tell you that he's not listening to you at all. It's going in one ear and out the other. And so she's talking about her childhood and the lack of affection that she had and not hearing the I love yous and not getting hugs and things like that. And now that he's explained this to him, does he understand now why she wants to have some type of reciprocation back to her? And he just looked at her point blank. He was like, oh. I said, girl, get up and walk away now. Because that, or like, just like, that's okay. Like, he didn't care. He didn't care. He didn't feel nothing. And just the look she had, you could tell she was hurt. She looked hurt. You know what I'm saying? And Karla also gives me the personality where she's with anybody would be automatically invested in you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're my friend, you're my boyfriend. She's just all into you. I just don't like that he has just really like pushed her to the side. It's not even really listening to what she's saying. I don't like that at all. Let's see. Romel, you say he's just trying to find anything to be mad because he doesn't like her. True. Cynthia, you say, I think Karla turned Juan off at the altar when she asked him, are you in love? Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That will definitely do it. A stranger, right? And Romel, you say, I wonder how much these checks be. Okay. I honestly couldn't continue a process with someone I'm not in love with. Well, in this situation, you wouldn't be in love automatically, but just someone who just shows you that they don't care for you off top is the problem. So anyways, when Dr. Pia comes to visit,
I just don't get one though. Like, it ain't like maybe he doesn't. He might be judging her like based off what she do. Maybe he feel like she just be existing because I mean she do just be there sometimes. She don't really be saying too much,
Mm.
So
Well,
I feel like it may be a little
she's
judgy on his part.
Well, she's into like the stars and crystals and things. So she's got a whole different thing, something else going on in her mind that maybe he can't relate with. You know what I'm saying? So Rhonda says, hello, by the way. Juan said early on at the honeymoon that he wasn't trying to sleep with Karla. In my opinion, he was never feeling her. He's all about himself. Not sure why he came on the show if he doesn't have time for a marriage.
Thank you.
That's true.
I'm just confused. I'm confused. You so busy that you signed up for a TV show, got married, and went on a
Right.
honeymoon. But you so busy, and then you keep coming back saying, "Oh, I forgot you were there."
Right. Even with the visit for Dr. Right. Even with the visit with Dr. Pia, Juan's admitted he's not all the way there. He said his attraction needs to come naturally. Of course, attraction needs to come naturally. But again, why sign up for a show? Why?
I feel like we've been hearing that with all the couples talking about how, this is not normal or it's not natural. Duh! You got married to a stranger. Like, what are you thinking?
Exactly. Romel, you said, do you think she would say yes at decision day? Juan saying no and dancing out the door? I do not think she'll say yes on decision day. She's having a hard time in the episode, so I don't think so. Kayla, you say, I think her crystals and tree hugging vibes turn her off. Exactly. I think so too. That and her wanting to be a stay-at-home mom when he's an entrepreneur, he's a go-getter, and she wants to be, a kept woman, to raise the kids pretty much. So yeah, I think a lot turned him off. And also too, when he made that comment, oh, I forgot about you on the honeymoon. Yeah, it was wrapped then. It was a done deal. Okay, let's go to Michelle and David. So for the sake of argument, we're going to say Michelle and David are talking more. I mean, I think maybe it's production led, but I also think that David is also a natural talker. Like, he just good with, just having relationships where, hey, you talk to people, you know what I'm saying? Versus Michelle, who does seem a little bit more reserved, but girl, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Michelle takes David to meet one of her friends at a beauty bar to get his eyebrows done. Because apparently he does have thick eyebrows. I mean, he's got thick hair all over his head anyways. Would you say, Jess? Michelle's still trash? Exactly. Is it just me? Or is it okay for Michelle to take David for sushi and to try different things because she claims he's not worldly? or to her what she likes to do. But when it comes to things he likes to do, it's like, oh, I don't want to be here. See, she's got such a double standard. What's good for the goose should be good for the gander. So anyways, when they're at the beauty bar with her friend seems to like David's person. Your dogs could be in there, Devontae. That's okay. Seems to like David's personality. She goes, oh, I think, he was a good match for Michelle. And Michelle, what she say? Michelle's friendly and outgoing. Michelle's like, I haven't been. We're like, where? Because her personality gives stuck up. Sorry, not sorry. It gives, you know what I'm saying? It don't give friendly and outgoing. Where does her personality give that? Anybody? Exactly.
Boy, when her friend said that, I said, oh, you talking about Michelle? I would have fell out the chair.
Michelle?
Even Michelle was like, oh, me? Positive? I was like, I said, I'll be like, please let me know when she was positive with you, because I'm confused. Because she been negative Nancy since we got married.
Since day one. But the friend was like, trying to be encouraging. Like, maybe you could do some activities that she likes to help her warm up. First of all, you can't even convince me that Michelle, since she was at the honeymoon, calling her friends, her sisters, they don't already know what the game is. They already know game, because why else would you be bothered with that, right? So the friend was trying to be encouraging. I was like, maybe the friend likes David, right? David was being, to me, his natural smiling self. David don't come across fake to me. He just doesn't. I don't know if it comes across fake to anybody else. He don't come across fake to me. But anyways, they leave there and they end up going to the bowling alley where two more David's friends are coming to meet Michelle, right? I'm like, go ahead, David, with your friends. He got a definite big friend group. And why Michelle come to the bowling alley? First of all, unless, let me make a disclosure. Unless you and your partner was out at like maybe a concert, a late night concert where you were dressed up or something like that. And you was like, you know what? Instead of go home, let's go bowling. Then you may have on some kind of boots and stuff like that. You may have boots or heels or something like that, right? But they didn't go nowhere. They went from that scene to the bowling alley, and she had on her go-go boots from the 1960s, 70s to the damn bowling alley. I said, girl, what you doing?
Hey, and she been, and she the denim.
Wait. By the way, Michelle, those boots was simple too. They look like they was, if you thrift, that's cool. They look like they was thrifted. Okay, who's wearing that to the bowling alley to bowl? So
I knew she was bowling. That's another thing. Why didn't you bowl? You just sat there. Your nails wasn't long.
Still, you know what I'm saying? It's just the fact of, David's trying to have a good time. He's introducing her to his friends, and she's sitting there. She don't have, well, she already has an attitude, but she don't have like the attitude she's been having. She does have conversations with the friends, but one of the friends, the guy that was balding, he was like, I don't understand why you're not all over David. He's the kid. Like, what's wrong with you? And she's like telling all the things that she thinks is wrong with him. I'm like, girl, you've met two sets of friends that told you at the drop of a dime, this man could have a home and everything else you're looking for, but you just still stuck on your humble beginnings.
What your humble beginnings got to do with him, though? Like, why do you keep like bringing that up? Like, are you that traumatized? Like, you act like he live in the trailer park. Is you from the trailer park?
Right. So
like,
let me read some
what
comments.
is the problem?
Right. And even if she did, that was her childhood. She's grown now. Right? Your success is your $2,300 apartment you got. You've moved on. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Romel says, now I don't blame her for not wanting to be with someone who lives in the basement, but she acting like they're going to be down there forever. Correct. Kayla, you say she was an old rich man. I don't know what she wanted, to be honest. But you might want
somebody with some money. Definitely.
Rhonda says, if David ain't fake, he surely doesn't know how to read the room. Well, I think he's trying for the sake of trying. At the end of the day, and it's okay, we all have our comments. If you want to give effort, it's on David's side for effort. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what it looks like, it's effort. And no, I mean he's put himself in situations he shouldn't be. So I kind of agree with your comment. Jasmine Show says she's real simple and not that cute. I'm sorry. Okay, I said the thrifted go-go boots. Romelia said Michelle should go to therapy. I feel she has some deep issues. Her issues are her childhood. So it's more than just growing up with humble beginnings. Maybe they didn't have. I mean, she's really making it seem like they lived out in the woods or somewhere, in some combine or whatever it's called. With you got to get your own running water. You had no electricity. It may have been because some people still do live that way. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't want to be with normal people. Jasmine Show says, I think David Loki has more money in savings than Michelle. Single men really be living basic as hell and money saved. And his family, the way they're closing it, is not going to let him fall. You see his mom and them when they were talking when they met her, they're not going to let him fall. Mm-mm. Anyways, did you see David's face? What were you going to say about her humble beginnings and like you know what I'm saying? Like Little House on the Prairie. Like that's how she acted. And she had a life like.
First of all, she just showing she's a terrible person. Basically, you telling people,
yeah,
you treat people at their tax bracket. You don't treat them like normal people. But just because you assume that since he live in a basement and he ain't got no money, you basically saying you treating him bad because he less than you. He's like where I grew up in. Don't nobody want to do nothing or want to what is going what that got to do with you being nice? Like
right.
you don't.
And so.
Like, how many more times you got to tell you I can move out? I can move out. I told you I can move out. Why I got to keep bringing this up? Like, why do you keep on? Like, your reason ain't making no sense.
I don't think it's tax bracket. I think it's face value. So if you look a certain type of way, I think she feels that way because the basement where his family lives, you wouldn't. That house is nice, well manicured lawn, all that. Now the basement is nasty. Where he need a maid service down there. Yes, he does. Yeah. But the house, it'd be different if he was in a basement in like the heart of the hood. You know what I'm saying? Where every house is boarded up and you know what I'm saying? Like that type of aesthetic. And it's not. So she need to get off her Little House on the Prairie, go-go boots wearing, simple, have one chair. All my outfits are white and polka dot and white shirts. And that's it. Because that's what it's given. You know what I'm saying? So Jasmine Show says, Vontae, you preaching. That's a character flaw. If you treat people well only based on their status. Exactly. And Romel, you say, Michelle will never find true love because she's thinking about the dollars. Not everyone with money is a good person. I can see her getting hurt. She already hurt. She cry every scene. She hurt. She hurt because she didn't get what she feels like she wants. She feels like David cannot provide for her at all when she doesn't know. So let's just go ahead and roll into when Dr. Pia came to visit. And here we go with the pre-tape videos about what you wanted. And then when David's video comes up, he goes, when she described what she wanted in a man, David's like, that's me to a T. I said, okay, David, that's you to a T, right? And basically what was given to Michelle, even though, they could have been a little bit more transparent, he does live in the basement, but they told her, he has the option of things like that. And so now Michelle is annoyed with Dr. Pia. I think she's annoyed with Dr. Pia, in my opinion, because Dr. Pia played her pre-show tape while David was sitting there. And when David co-signed, well, that's me, she's like, oh, I'm annoyed. Yeah, because now you don't have a leg to stand on. You got what you asked for. He just so happened to live in his family's home, just happened to be in the basement. Am I right or am I wrong? What y'all think?
I mean, you said that mattered more. I mean, you shouldn't stress, just like what I was talking about with the looks, you shouldn't stress. I need somebody who either got a condo or got a house. Because apparently they can't have nothing beyond that because that's beneath you and that makes you feel like you back in the ghetto. Because that's basically what you're trying to say in a nutshell. Oh, that take
Exactly.
I don't want to look like I'm poor anymore. Like we pay
Exactly.
$2,300 rent around here. What do you mean 1,200? Like,
Right. So she's crying about those humble beginnings. So that tells me she needs to see a therapist for real, offline, because apparently whatever happened to her or she felt like she went through, she's still carrying today. And which is why also probably too, she says, a couple episodes ago, she hasn't dated or had a real relationship in 7 years.
yeah,
That's what I'm
because
saying.
because I can already tell she's the type of person that picks a person apart. You might can
Mhm.
get the number, and then as soon as she'll probably start researching you and judging you, and before you know it, she done canceled the date.
Right.
She
Exactly.
already just get to working. She just don't let nothing natural happen. She just if a little thing off in the plan, because she already see how in her mind it's got to work like this. And if it instead of it going straight, it go up. Red flag. Nope, I can't do it. Nope, you're a upper. I can't do it. I don't do people that go straight.
Exactly. So Dr. Pia also on the last point here called her out on um, wanting superficial things. And she's like,
Hmm.
yeah, I do. Well, that's why you felt you needed to come to the show, but you're not ready to be part of the show, to be a wife. You're just not ready to be, not even ready to be a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Because her baggage to me is too much. So superficial as far as what things. So yes, Kayla, that would be under the gold digger, but it's more than that because, like I said, she's got some serious PTSD from her upbringing. So
She basically
maybe it'll
saying
come
she
out.
rather cry in the Rolls Royce. And
Oh, is that what it is?
in the words of my brother Future. She rather cry in the Rolls Royce. She ain't gonna be happy, but long as she unhappy in the Rolls Royce, she's fine with. That's basically what she's saying.
With the type of man she described, a light skinned black man. So she wants a NBA, NFL, MLB
Well, she want a
sports star.
scammer. She want a scammer in Chicago. Ma'am, they not checking for
Mm,
you. Stop it.
mm,
Delusion. Come
yeah,
down and plan. Come down to earth, please. Please come down to earth.
right. As Kayla would say, very judgmental. All right, so finally, let's move to Emem and Mr. Sketchy.
Mm.
So at first, we see the lunch with Emem and her cousin, telling them about the housewarming party and how he called her aggressive, and she didn't know where that was coming from. And looked like I think one of the people were there, but one wasn't from the housewarming. But
And
then
her
when she goes to
cousin.
a confessional, when she goes to a confessional off camera, she's saying there was an argument at a restaurant, voices were raised. It's like, you know what, we need to calm down, and they both end up leaving the restaurant. So clearly, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that we're not seeing with this particular couple for them to have all the issues that they have that's coming out on the show. Romel, you say the athletes and rappers will do nothing but play her. You're right. So then let's just move to the meetup with Dr. Pia. And MM is there first, and she's greeting Dr. Pia, and then Sketchy come in. And he come in with like a little lean to his chin and looking like, oh, like, do I know you? Kind of look like, oh, am I supposed to be here? Like, who is this sitting here? You're supposed to be here for the filming. Knock it off, right? And so, Dr. Pia greets him and MM smiles. And, he talked about he had a hard day. And, do you want to sit down? He goes, I'll have a seat. I was like, what? So you already came in with an attitude. What's the attitude to Dr. Pia for? She's the one addressing you. And to me, in Mr. Sketchy's case, he gives the vibe of, I think I said it last week too, or the week before, that with a woman that happens to have like a little bit of power or like for a career or finance or whatever,
All right.
maybe he doesn't feel comfortable, like, he's one of those to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to respect you. And think about this, you guys who've been watching Married at First Sight for a while. And a lot of this has happened with Dr. Pia and Dr. Pepper. When some of the men don't have respect for the women they're married to, they seem to give the women experts the same passive aggressive. They don't give that to Pastor Cal. Y'all notice that? Or is it just me? Let me read some comments. Kayla, you say he was tripping. Just want to be on the show. Right. Rhonda, you say that ninja had lost his mind, but Emem's cousin will surely help him find it. Romel, you say Mr. Poe is the worst. He needs to get snapped on. She needs her family with all time. His mouth is reckless towards her. Yeah. And you say you thought the cousin was doing too much? I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that. Because you have to remember, Insecure, definitely Insecure. You have to remember that Ikechi's family members, her mother, what are they, Nigerian, didn't want to be part of the show, and I don't think her father is around. So her cousin, the male and the female cousin, that was really her family, her backup. You know what I'm saying? They may have crossed the line a little bit, but I could see them trying to like stand up for her in that respect. Jazz, you say, I can't remember who came for Dr. Viviana. She had to check in. Oh, yeah. That was a while ago. I think that was a New Orleans season.
Wasn't it Chris?
But it could have been Chris. It could have been Chris. But what do you think about this scene in general? You know, he feels like she's, and he used the word aggressive again. He didn't say assertive, so he clearly meant aggressive, where he feels like he's a piece of meat. Their conversations go a certain way that he don't like, and he keeps saying how he's from the South and how much he's not used to certain types of conversations, not used to certain types of the way things come about. He just wants to be relaxed. Let me just lean into you. And I'm like, but what are you giving in return? Because one person could be the talker in a relationship because someone is. And because you're not, that makes them, in your words, aggressive. How else am I going to know if I don't ask?
I kind of get what he's talking about on the aggressive part. I don't think he mean her personality is aggressive. I think she's aggressive sexually, and he's not used. Usually, the women he usually goes for, like, if you really been watching the season, like when, like, it's a little sexual joke, it couldn't be like, you know how you can misinterpret something to be sexy, like, oh, that was wet or something like that, and then she be like, like she one of those. So he must not be used to somebody who's a little. I feel like she's a little sexual. Like she don't mind making a joke, and she don't mind touching her man. So I
Yeah,
can get it on that point. Like maybe he not used to that, but I'm just like, sir, you married.
right,
If y'all just got married, this is fresh marriage. Not only is fresh marriage, it's fresh people. Y'all don't even know each other. So this
right.
is the honeymoon phase, sir. She's supposed to be when you come through the door, want to hug and tug and everything all over you. Yes. In the beginning, that's how relationships are they not? You don't usually
It's
start dry.
true. It's also giving. He don't live there. It's giving he lives in his own place because there's too much of a disconnect with this couple for that. And on top of that, since he keeps bringing up those words aggressive and how he's uncomfortable, and he even used the word he might feel like he's being violated. So if you feel those type of way, just like what's her name from last season, Emily and Brennan, why are you still staying in the same household? That means you're uncomfortable, so you need to get away. But I do think, and I could see your point there, Devontae, but I do think he's making up, in my opinion, an excuse why he's not around. And the reason why I say that, because like I said, he keeps bringing up that South, I'm from the South comment. It don't matter where you're from. You know what you know, you like what you like, you know what you don't like, right? But how much he's uncomfortable. And then when Emem said, when he put her hand on his genitals at the honeymoon, that gives mixed signals. So do you want me to maybe, start it first? And when I start, you get uncomfortable? Or do you want to initiate first? Like, what is it here? Like he's giving mixed signals to her. And so, after they talked it out, I guess they agreed to, see what they can do. But I'm like, you can see it on her face.
Basically,
Go
a
ahead.
reset. Basically, a reset. Don't make first of
Mm-hmm.
all, man. I've been a man for 31 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, She not ugly, so it ain't making no sense why it's just we're not there yet. I don't want you to touch me. What? Do you got a girlfriend? Cause
Right.
this is giving. I want to be on TV, and I really got a girlfriend, so I don't want to make it. I don't want her to feel no type of way, cause this ain't making no sense. You the same person that been writing love letters and wrote a whole book to your wife that we've yet to appear on TV yet. Yet everybody was
Right.
talking about it at the wedding. Oh, how he so prepared you were for a wife. Now you got a wife, and now you are shy about it. What was in the letters?
And on
What
top of
was in the
that,
letters?
exactly. On top of that, since you've been holding this book, even his family members, when they met Emem, was like, what are you going to do when people come in his DMs? Because he's well known for his poetry, blah, blah, blah. If these are letters to your wife and you came on this show, how come you haven't presented her the book? Why not? What you waiting on? What you waiting on? They're for your wife, right? You want to be on the show, you put your heart and your mind into the expert's hands to get you a wife. Your wishes come true. Where's the book? You didn't present her the book as a wedding gift? I'm just asking. So,
Exactly.
anyways, Yimmer says, yeah, what's up with the mixed signals? I don't know. Someone says, a boyfriend. Hey, he straddles the line. He gives allegedly straddle line to me. She's a beautiful woman, and I don't understand him. Emem deserves more. Yeah, she definitely deserves
To say you feeling like she violating you, sir. If you really felt violated, it's a two-bedroom. Everybody got one. Go to the other room. You should have
more. Right,
created the boundary right there. Soon as she violated after you had the conversation, like, look, I don't want to have sex with you. You said you don't want to have sex. You ain't say I don't want to cuddle. I don't want you to
right,
spoon. I don't want you to kiss me on my neck. You didn't say that. You need to be specific. Hey, I don't want it to be physical until I'm ready. So let's just put the pillow in the middle. You lay over there, I'll lay over here, or let's go to different rooms.
right.
Like, quit. You ain't making no sense, dude. Like, I mean, what do you want her to do? You don't, because then when she stop being all over you and don't be caring about you, then you gonna be like, she don't even want to check and see how my day was
Exactly,
today.
exactly,
When I come
exactly.
home, I just want to be able to just exist. I don't want her to say nothing. That's not how relationships work, sir. Have you ain't never been
Right,
with no woman? Ain't no such thing. You just coming through the door, not saying something to your woman. She gonna be like, what's wrong with you?
right. Just like my thumbnail said, he is faking the funk. Juan's not
Hmm.
faking the funk. We know exactly where Juan's coming from. We know where Michelle, she's faking it, but we know where Michelle's coming from. We know where everybody's coming from, but he's got to put on this show. I'm gonna use a big word since he thinks he's the only one that can use a big word. This big grandiose show and make it seem like he's the only one that's like, oh, she's doing this and I don't like this. And trying to be prim and proper as if he's never been kissed. Okay.
And I'm glad Dr. P called him out. You are very passive aggressive, sir. You
Right.
short, you cut people off, you be pointing and all that. What? No. And why you always got a backpack on, Dora? Where are you coming from? Do you not got a car? Why is your backpack? Oh, well, maybe they're in Chicago and maybe he got a laptop in there. He can't leave it in the car. I may be wrong, but I may have to take that back. But I just don't
Mhm.
understand why you always walking in the back like you a kid with a backpack. Like you ain't in college.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to present it to be. So, but again, that was his episode. Now if you weren't here for the beginning, Married at First Sight comes back on Tuesday, January 7th. This is a 2-week break for the holiday. Real quick, if you watch 90 Day Fiance, I'll do a wrap-up video on Friday. I wasn't feeling good the other day, so I'll make sure I get that out. But yeah, I'm ready for the mid-season episodes because it looks like it's going to be good. And it looks like it's going to be good before the wife swap, unless it's all the wife swap, because it looks like all the couples are coming together for a dinner and things get hot. So we need something because it's been dry. Nothing's really happening. This is another dry season so far. So anyways, any final words? And thank you to everyone that took the time out to be with me here today. Happy holidays to everybody coming up. Be safe. And don't forget to subscribe and like. But any final comments, Devontae, and anybody in the chat?
Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to when they come back because it looks like it's finally gonna get a little. Finally, the perfect couple is starting to break. Yeah, yeah. There you go, E-Man. But I don't know about E-Man. I feel like, because I watched the after party, and he said he didn't really raise his voice like she trying to make it.
Listen,
And
can
he
you
said
believe that? Can you believe him? Look
I
how
don't
he
really believe that. Okay, I don't believe that part, but he still, I mean, for her to come home and cuss him out, he's giving she a good cusser. She give you,
she does give that.
oh, she give you like, oh, I'm gonna smile in public when I get home. That bull crap you pulled at the pool party wasn't all that. Who you think you talk? Do you know who I am? Like she give me those vibes. So I ain't gonna say she all a damn doing distress. But
Kayla
she
says,
also going
hold
too
on.
deep.
Kayla says she's gonna snap on him. You want to act like a clown? She's gonna bring the circus. I mean, I think it's some built up aggression. Since he was aggressive, I think it's
Cause
built
he
up
passive
aggression.
aggressive, and I feel like she been letting it slide. She been letting it
Yeah,
slide because he think she all nice and cheesy, but she be like, okay, okay, all right.
yeah. Okay.
First, I let you get away with calling me aggressive. Now you being passive aggressive, and now you saying I done violated you. Sex? You trying to call me? You trying to? I'm baby Diddy out here?
Now
Like
you gotta say. Now you gotta be like bet. You know when you say bet is
right?
bet,
Like
right?
ain't you know?
So
I don't know.
yeah,
But
we'll
I just want to.
see.
I want to see. I can't wait to see the scandal. I want to see the scandal. I want to see if the girls go get it to it.
Yeah, we're gonna see the scandal. Yes. Happy holidays. And I know there's some people in the chat who don't celebrate. So just be safe if you don't celebrate. Yeah. All right. So, all right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, and share. And until next time, everyone, live simply, be grateful. I'll see you next
Good night.
year.
Happy holidays.
Bye.